There is more that Jelly Roll, Luke Bryan, and Carrie Underwood have in common than just chart-topping tunes and tours that are completely sold out. These three names are strongly associated with the country music landscape. The sincerity, resiliency, and capacity to connect with listeners via sincere storytelling, steadfast dedication to their work, and a deep-rooted passion for the country music community are the common threads that bind these musicians together, despite the fact that each of them has their own unique style and story. From their life-altering experiences to their mutual dedication to giving back, these musicians exemplify the essence of contemporary country music while simultaneously carving out distinctive pathways that serve as a source of motivation for millions of people. Transformational Journeys, from the Underdog to the Icon series. The incredible journeys that Jelly Roll, Luke Bryan, and Carrie Underwood have taken from their humble origins to superstardom are one of the most striking similarities that they share. Each of them has triumphed over tremendous challenges in order to realize their aspirations. Jelly Roll, whose birth name was Jason DeFord, arose from the rough streets of Antioch, Tennessee, where he had to contend with a troubled childhood that was defined by incarceration and issues with addiction. His unfiltered, genre-bending approach, which fuses elements of rock, hip-hop, and country music, is a reflection of his path towards salvation. Songs such as Save Me and Son of a Sinner expose his battles with mental health and his errors from the past, and they resonate with listeners who recognize themselves in his vulnerability. In 2023, he was awarded the Country Music Association's New Artist of the Year award. In 2025, he was nominated for Grammy Awards in the categories of Best Country Solo Performance and Best Country Song for his song, Whiskey Bent. These accolades highlight his stratospheric climb and demonstrate that authenticity can overcome even the most difficult obstacles. Prior to becoming a well-known figure, Luke Bryan, who was born and raised in Leesburg, Georgia, went through his own personal struggles. His view on life and music was influenced by the terrible death of his brother, which occurred in a car accident, as well as the untimely death of his sister, which occurred years later. Bryan relocated to Nashville with the intention of achieving popularity, but he encountered obstacles along the way, including a stuck record deal. Because of his dogged determination, he was able to achieve success with songs such as Country Girl, Shake It For Me, and Crash My Party, which combine upbeat party songs with emotional ballads. His capacity to strike a balance between lighthearted fun and emotional depth, as demonstrated in songs such as Drink a Beer, is a reflection of his path of discovering joy in the face of pain, a theme that strikes a chord with his audience on a profound level. In Chicota, Oklahoma, where she was born and raised, Carrie Underwood's tale began. It was there that her humble beginnings and her participation in church choirs created the groundwork for her powerful vocals. With her victory on American Idol in 2005, she was rocketed to popularity. Nevertheless, it was her unwavering dedication to her profession and her flexibility that cemented her position as the undisputed queen of country music. Between the raw passion of Jesus, Take the Wheel, and the ferocious intensity of Before He Cheats, Underwood's ability to grow while remaining loyal to her principles has put her at the forefront of the genre. Before He Cheats is a song that exemplifies this skill. Her rise from a timid farm girl to a global superstar exemplifies the same tenacity and determination that Jelly Roll and Bryan shown throughout their careers. Narratives that establish connections. Their mutual dedication to presenting stories that are able to convey the human experience is the driving force behind their band's music. These singers are masters at crafting narratives that speak to universal realities, such as love, sorrow, redemption, and celebration. Country music has always been about being relatable, and they can do it very well. Jelly Roll's lyrics are a chronicle of his life that is presented in an uncensored nature. It is his album Whitsitt Chapel, which will be released in 2023, that addresses topics like as religion, struggle, and hope. Songs such as Need a Favor resonate with listeners who have experienced their own set of challenges. Via his candidness regarding issues of mental health and addiction, he has initiated talks within the country music community, thereby becoming a guiding light for such as Huntin', Fishin', and Lovin' Every Day. Highlight the straightforward pleasures of country life, while his ballads, such as Most People Are Good, express his optimism and his faith in the inherent goodness of everyone. Bryan's music is approachable because of his ability to switch between being fun and profound. This allows people to dance in one moment and then stop and think about what they just heard. In her narrative, Carrie Underwood is distinguished by her vocal power and the emotional depth of her performances. Several of her songs, such as Cry Pretty and The Champion, are characterized by their exploration of themes of self-empowerment and resiliency, which motivate listeners to triumph over challenges. Her capacity to transmit unfiltered feelings, whether through a ballad with a gospel influence or a rousing song, establishes a strong connection with the people who are listening to her perform, making a contribution to the community. In addition to their musical careers, Jelly Roll, Luke Bryan, and Carrie Underwood all have a strong desire to give back to their communities and the world at large by utilizing the platforms they have been given to do business. The charitable work that Jelly Roll does is intensely personal. Drawing from his own personal experiences, he formed partnerships with groups like as the Teen Recovery Center in Nashville in 2023 in order to provide assistance to young people who were battling with addiction. His Healing Wall program, which was inspired by his song Save Me, encourages fans to express their struggles with recovery, thereby generating a sense of solidarity and hope among those who participate. Luke Bryan has been a lifelong supporter of charitable organizations such as Street Jude Children's Research Hospital and his own Luke's 32 Bridge Food Plus Drink in Nashville, which provides support to local companies. In the aftermath of the deadly tornadoes that struck Nashville in the year 2020, Bryan and his wife, Caroline, demonstrated their dedication to assisting their adopted community by collecting donations for recovery efforts. Additionally, he raises money for scholarships through his yearly farm tour concerts, which are intended to assist rural kids who are seeking higher education. She has made major contributions to her hometown through the KT's Foundation, Chicota Animal, Town and School, which has funded animal shelters, schools, and community initiatives. Carrie Underwood is the founder of this foundation. It is clear that she is dedicated to using her success for the greater good, as evidenced by her involvement with organizations such as the Red Cross and her advocacy for animal rights. During the year 2025, she continued her philanthropic work by organizing benefit concerts for disaster relief, which further solidified her position as a prominent figure in the community, recognizing the value of the country music family. These individuals share a close connection to the country music scene, both as collaborators and as mentors. This is another thing that they have in common. Jelly Roll's assimilation into Nashville's tight-knit scene is highlighted by his duet with Lainey Wilson on Save Me, as well as his concerts with singers such as Ernest. Through his Redemption House label, he serves as a guide and mentor to aspiring musicians, which demonstrates his commitment to give back to the community. Due to the fact that Luke Bryan has been a judge on American Idol since 2018, he has been able to serve as a mentor to young musicians, much in the same way that he was mentored in the beginning of his career. He fosters a sense of camaraderie through his collaborations with musicians such as Cole Swindell and through his annual Crash My Playa Festival in Mexico, particularly for female artists working in a genre that is dominated by men. It is clear that she is dedicated to fostering the development of the next generation, as seen by her collaborations with musicians such as Miranda Lambert and her support for new talent through her Cry Pretty Records company. Through her 2025 tour, which will feature opening bands like as Maddie and Ty, she will further demonstrate her commitment to the country music family. Final thoughts. Despite the fact that Jelly Roll, Luke Bryan, and Carrie Underwood originate from different backgrounds, they are all considered to be pillars of the country music genre due to the attributes that they share. These qualities include resiliency, authenticity, storytelling, philanthropy, and a passion for the country music community. Underwood's thunderous presence, Jelly Roll's raw redemption, and Bryan's blend of joy and sorrow are all examples of the essence of country music, which is to tell tales that resonate with others, to pull others up, and to remain loyal to one's heritage. It is important to remember that country music is more than just a sound. It is a way of life that is founded on connection, perseverance, and heart. These performers are constantly evolving, and they remind us of this fact.